What is happening, everybody? Welcome around the world, I hope. I hope it's not just people from Minnesota. My name is Scott Mendenhall. This is a Scott Mendenhall and Friends show today. We're talking all things Onewheel, GT, delivery dates, being moved once again, and everything in between from pushback and everything. Never alone because it's Scott Mendenhall and Friends. There's already so many people in the live chat today. Jump in the live chat. We're giving stuff away today. There's so many good things happening today. So it is my privilege to introduce to you, first time on this show, first time on the Scott Mendenhall and Friends, my beloved wife, Holly. How you doing?
Hey, doing great. How are you guys?
Wonderful. I like the coffee mug in the afternoon.
Coffee any time of the day.
Oh, it's good.
And all things Vikings.
Have you ever drank coffee and rode a Onewheel at the same time?
Me personally?
Yes.
No.
Like, how many hours do you think you have rode a Onewheel?
Maybe 5.
Whoa! Wow! I was gonna give you 1 hour. I was gonna give you
because we've gone on rides with the kids that have been close to an hour.
Okay.
So,
okay. I'll give you 5 hours. Seems very
not in one
generous.
time. That's for sure. 5 hours might be a little generous.
No, we're talking about like she's still such a rider that within a couple minutes we're resting the ankle. For those that are brand new riding Onewheels, you don't know what I mean. Those that have been around for a long time, you know, it's like, yeah, that's a noob.
I've never requested to pause when we've been out for rides.
Okay. All right, and we also are joined with the one and only Lily Weiner.
Hey,
Lily.
Holly, it's so good to have you here today.
Yeah.
What a blast. Wait, I was giving spirit fingers. It's a blast.
Spirit fingers. Wow.
You get the spirit fingers.
That's
a big
the first
deal.
on the show as well. I have a thing on all podcasts that I like to keep adding things to my desk, so eventually there's going to be no room for me.
I know, you've got a lot going on over there.
I do. Well, my birthday was last Friday, so thank you for all the birthday wishes. And some of my kids got me 2 new Funko Pops. They're like needed on your desk. So I have Superman, Spider-Man
Funko
on
Pops
here.
are in right now.
So,
they are.
Yeah.
They're huge.
My mom said the other day, "What are those? The new bobbleheads?"
Yes,
slightly.
Actually, yes.
But like this one is a bobblehead.
But not all of them are.
Hear that? Okay. We are going to get to Onewheel things. We're stalling a little bit for people that are just coming off their lunch break or trying to work and all those things. We love people jumping in the chat. We're going to give away. What should we give away Onewheel related today in the chat? Some of your things. Thomas Miller giving me a happy birthday. Thank you. We have people talking. Dean Bush is in there. Jake Mann is in the chat. Man, jump into the chat. We will communicate and talk with you. You will kind of guide the conversation today, as we will talk all things Onewheel and in between. We brought my lovely wife in because we're going to talk about maybe you have kids. What's too young for a kid to ride Onewheel? Is there such a thing? How do we handle kids riding Onewheels? If you watched any of our videos, they've rode Onewheels around here. We have 8 of them together. They're ours. So we're pretty stoked about kids being on Onewheel, so we're going to talk about that today as well. So Holly knows a few things on that. But what should we give away? Should we just do another mini Onewheel kit? Should we give away the one of these Street Sparks for an XR? But here's how it's going to work.
Someone in the chat is saying to give away the Vega Treaded tire.
Ooh. We didn't hit the goal of last week.
That's true.
I got some on my microphone there.
No.
I got it. Don't worry, people. However, this is a Vega tire, but it's the old infamous stock Vega tire, brand new.
Is that your favorite one?
It is. It's a all around. The Vega Slick is my favorite on the XR. I just enjoy that out of the box riding sensation. Now I've grown to love other tires, but I do like this Slick, and this is a stock one if I ever want to go back to it. But I've never put it on. It's a good desk keeper, I guess, would be the thing. But we could give this Slick away, but who really wants it? The other Vega tire, we released another video this week about it. You'll have to go check it out. And people are telling me that I need to give it more time to break it in. And Lily, to be honest with you, I just think a tire should ride the way it is. You can put it on. I don't want to ride it 100 miles to break in a tire.
Well, sometimes you get shoes that you have to break in, you know?
Those shoes suck.
Well, that's like most shoes, though.
No.
Yes,
no.
it is.
I put on a pair of Vans shoes and
they're ready to go, fresh out of the box.
Sometimes they're stiff.
Then buy a different pair. No, I like that sensation. Like you end up getting rid of your Vans when they get too broke in. And same with the tire. It's like I want out of the box ride ability. I just do. I don't know how everybody else feels about that. We got Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Cody, my 4-year-old rides the pint like a pro. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, so let's not get too ahead of that.
Cody, that's awesome.
Thank you for everybody jumping in the live chat today. This is what we'll do. We will give the winner, here's what their winner is going to be in for.
This is going to be good. It is coming spring. They, might need new looks.
Well, Holly's vote is for I
need a new spring look.
new guardrail set or bumpers or something like that.
Oh, that's your vote?
I'm just saying, it's coming springtime. Don't you
freshen it up a
Scott,
little bit.
I always like a fresh look.
Okay. We do have the Street Sparks, but that's only XR, so that kind of eliminates some people. I say this. We did it a couple weeks ago and a lot of fun. We will do another guardrail sets for you from onewheel.com. So stay in there. That's $35 value. Come on. Stay in the chat, engage, because what we'll do is Lily will thumb through the screen, put her finger right on a name, and that's who's getting it. So the more you chat, the more you're involved, the better it is for you.
What if I put my finger on my name?
You do not get it. You're exempt from it.
But if you're already still part of the live chat, man, and you're in there and you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe to the channel. We drop Onewheel content all the time. Some of it is entertainment. We love to provide a different way for people to learn about Onewheels than just the product reviews and tire reviews and things. We love those things, but we also like to show the fun side of one-wheeling, where we race with our friends and stuff. Like this past Sunday, if you haven't seen it on our channel, we went and played a game of Wordle.
I love Wordle.
You do?
I do. It's a fun challenge. It can be frustrating at times, but I think it's fun.
I like it as well. I really enjoy Wordle. I get stumped a lot. My wife loves it.
Holly's
I like
really
it.
good at
I like the challenge of it. I like to try to get it into 3. I like 3 times, and if I don't get it in 3,
okay. But for some of those out there, you don't know what it is. It's you got 5 chances to spell a word with 5 letters, right? Is that
you have
6?
to make up it has to be a real word, and you just have to start with whatever word you. Do you guys have a favorite word you start with?
Not really.
Nope. I move it around all the time.
To
Nonetheless, let's roll some footage. We'll keep talking over it. But here's what we tried to literally, it was -6 degrees. You can see on the screen as well as you're watching it. That's what it looks like on your phone or iPad. Legend and I were a team. Lily and Epic were a team.
Yep, we
were trying to spell as fast as we can. -6 is
Wordle
cold.
is so fun.
It really, and it was so, I just got to be really honest, super hard to be focused on making sure you don't ride off the road and to think of the next word. That was so hard.
I just keep typing letters, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. You got 3 there.
I got 3. So there it is. Go watch there's a video of it. Go watch it if you would afterwards. We thought it would do better than it did, but it didn't get massive reviews. So views, I should say. So many people must not be into one-wheeling and wordling. Somebody did leave a comment on that video, and we could agree with them. They said, we can't wait for Minnesota to thaw so we get foxtail races and all those things. We can't either. We have a special announcement to invite some of you to come race for a bunch of money, and we're going to talk about it at the end. We have this idea that will be our Easter video, but you could participate in it if you could get your butts here to ride with us. We're going to give away $2,000.
So that's a
what?
That's a big purse prize.
That's a purse.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of money.
I might even learn to ride for that.
You should, Holly. You need to. Here's the deal. I think I'm not going to enter. I can't decide if I'm going to defend my 2K.
Yet. I don't think you should say that just yet.
I know. I might defend my 2K unless you come in and race on my behalf and defend
Holly,
the 2K.
how much pressure would you feel racing on Scott's behalf?
I'm usually pretty good under pressure.
Yeah, you are.
You are?
So, but with one-wheeling?
I got some practice to do. That's
you
do.
Sure. Yes, you do. Get on it, lady.
I'll take the GT. Is it coming?
Okay,
soon?
let's get to the shipping dates. A lot of people are wondering. Again, if you're just logging in or just seeing it and you're brand new around here, my name is Scott Mendenhall. We call this Scott Mendenhall and Friends a lot on here because I don't just ride by myself. I've got a big family. I ride with my family and my friends, and we have a good time, and we enjoy it. And so if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. We would love you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Turn on the bell notification. All right, let's get to the Onewheel GT shipping. There was an email given this week. Thank you for the drum roll, Hal.
Yeah, I don't really know how to play the drums.
Monday morning,
an email was presented into my inbox that gave an update on said GT.
Update. We like.
If you didn't read your email or you're not subscribed to it, and it goes to your junk, you missed it. Let's read it. Here's what this was. All that it was in the email. This was what you opened in your inbox right here. We'll read it along with you. It'll be maybe your first time reading it. Let's put that up on the screen if we can. Here it is. It says, we are excited to announce that Onewheel GT is now in production at our San Jose, California manufacturing facility. Okay, let's just pause there. I just can't believe that we didn't get a clap. Production has begun, folks.
Good job, Onewheel.
All right. We're getting to it. We're on our way. I have no idea what that actually means.
I was going to say, what's production mean?
They're starting to make them.
That's awesome.
Now,
They're
people were complaining. Like, some people felt duped in this, that it said starting to be production has started in our San Jose factory. Some people were like, wait, they've moved their factory? Wait, it's no longer made in where it says in the bottom of your XR, right? It's like, wait, they've moved it? Guys, this happened when the pint came out, okay? Their manufacturer is down the road. So nonetheless, production has begun.
Whoop, whoop.
All
What does
right.
this mean? Let's continue reading the post from them. The initial shipments of boards are slated to start going out in the coming days as they are built and tested. Accessories have already begun shipping. We are thankful for your patience and so incredibly excited to get a GT under your feet. The power, the torque, the range, the riding, I can't see that word this far. And attention to details. There are so many aspects of the GT life that will take your experience to the next level. Racing up hills, comfortably cruising at speeds, or going on long missions will never be the same again. And just a reminder, for an update on shipping estimates, check the Dude Where's My Onewheel tracker.
I didn't know they had that. That's hilarious.
That was really dramatic.
That was dramatic.
You should be checking it out. If you don't, if you've ordered something and you're like, "Where's it at?" Don't DM them. Just go to
the Dude Where's
Go to
My.
the onewheel.com. Go to support and then Dude Where's My Onewheel.
Hey,
I
babe,
love it.
how many days or how many times a day do you check that Dude Where's My Onewheel?
Just like always have a tab.
You know how you start your day with a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
I start my day
Actually,
checking the
wow.
order status.
I start my day with Wordle. Just kidding.
I do not. See
I
that
don't
either.
start mine. Not
Sundays.
anymore. I used
Sundays.
to. Not anymore.
Okay, so that
This
is
is
an
exciting.
update. I want to hear in the chat if you've ordered a GT. Has your shipping changed?
They've already been
Yeah,
telling
they've been
us.
Okay, well, I
about a
can't
lot.
read the screen across
They
the
are
studio.
saying that it has changed multiple times. Some people are mad about it. Some people have great attitudes about it.
Okay,
It's just all
I'm
of
just
the above
reading
here today.
Brody. I think it's Brody Hicks. I felt the latest update was only a way to tell its consumers that it's delayed once again. Just my opinion. Yeah, they just didn't use the word delay. I see where you're coming from on that. However, they have started shipping, and I do think, again, this is in their way of like, I don't remember them doing this when the pints came out. It all came together, but the accessories are shipping for the GT. If you follow like Float Life on YouTube, they did a whole thing on the GT stuff. And it was. I watched it. It's exciting. Like some of the things I already had expected, like the rails on a GT are very different from the XR and the pint. They're not just these straight. Like here's a rail guard of a pint. You know how they're just straight. Just there's no curve to it. The GT. If we can put a picture up of a GT really quick, just pay attention to the details of how they flare out. They're angled, and so they're not. There's the difference. See how the GT flares out at the bottom and top. I used to think, well, maybe that's just the extra plastic underneath, but it's not. The actual rail guard or the rails get thicker, and so the accessories have shipped, which is exciting. I think it's to just kind of tide you over in a sense. Maybe, yeah. I have some thoughts on it that I think that they could have done it a little bit different. But hey, I don't know the financial situation they're in and stuff. But nonetheless, production has begun. The shipping dates, it seems like, has been pushed out about a week. I don't know if that's everybody's experience.
That's what
Like
it's
somebody
looking
said,
like.
March
It's like
4th to March 11th now. That's almost
It's not terrible, I don't think.
No, but that's about a week's time. Let's read some comments that are dropped. Like, seriously, we read all comments on all videos, so we love when people drop comments. So drop comments on this when you share it with a friend or whatever. But here we pulled some comments from other videos, and here we go. We've got this from, is it Spencer Jeho? Thank you. I just got confirmation my GT Fender shipped.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
It's a good sign.
It's the products shipping before the actual thing. I've not got my fender or my bumpers or my rail guards for the GT yet. We'll see when those come. I don't need them.
No, but when you get them, you'll be amped to like display them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be out until that GT comes.
Yeah, I know. No arguments there. I mean, that's some truth.
It's like, I don't have a GT, but I'll display this Fender
happily. This Fender.
I'm going to put flowers in it. I'm going to use it for a chip bowl.
A chip bowl,
you know?
yes.
There's all kinds of things.
Maybe we'll shoot a video what to do with your GT Fender.
While you wait for the GT.
Yes,
while waiting for your GT.
That.
That's actually a good idea.
We got to get ours here first. So
yeah, we do. Okay. And so that's cool that stuff's shipping. Pretty exciting that it's I don't know if you've gotten your stuff. But here's a couple other comments. This is from Ashley Nelson, I think. Ordered mine first day it came out. Well done.
Yes,
was supposed to be
Ashley.
shipped on the 28th. Well, that date's come and gone, hasn't it now? Checked order status and said the 1st. Concerned on next Tuesday's order status will change again. GT, please come soon. Well,
GT, please come soon.
Ashley, what's today's day? Is it the 3rd or
It's
2nd?
the 2nd.
Second.
Ashley, I'm assuming it didn't come yesterday, but let's continue on the threads of people writing.
Ashley, let us know when it comes.
GT drama that's out there. I can send. Did it ship today? Got pushed to the 9th. Got pushed to the 9th. You can probably so much frustration to type that. Okay, a couple more comments from delivery issues. Okay, I ordered mine GT on February 22nd. My tracking order was said April 4th, but just below that date it says shipping dates may be our estimates and subject to change at any time. Yeah, we know. Okay. Before I ordered mine, I called them and asked. Let's just pause there for a moment. That's bold. That's a bold move.
That you called?
Yeah, like, hey, I'm gonna call Onewheel and go, Onewheel, like, where you at? Like, should I order my, like, is any company go, don't order?
It's because all they're seeing is like all this commotion about shipping dates. So they're like, I want to see what the real deal is.
How many of you tell us, how many, like, I think that's awesome. Like, I've never thought about that. I'm going to implement that strategy now when I'm in this positioning. I'm just gonna call up, hey, like, before I hit the place my order button, where you at? Like, next time I'm going to get a new pair of running shoes from Nike, I'm going to email them or I'm going to call Nike. Where you at with my shoes? Should I order them?
I don't know that it's the same.
You're being a troll.
No! Ashley, if you're watching, I'm being troll.
Actually, it doesn't, that's not, like, I didn't feel like it was troll-like, you know?
I think it's genius. I really do. Like, I love this. I'm applauding you.
Well, all right.
Okay, my goodness. Okay, here we go. We'll continue in his comment. I called before as soon as you guys ship it up front. Wait, I ordered mine today. Will you guys charge my credit card as soon as you guys ship it or up front? They said up front. He then tells me I'll be getting mine April. In the rest of the order, they're earlier. At the end of February, early March, people will be getting theirs next week.
Oh.
Look at the date. That was 1 day ago. I'm just telling you. This is what Ashley said when he called the headquarters. I don't know who answered the phone, but he's saying, I don't know if this is fake news or not. But I'm just saying they said they will be getting theirs next week. Wait, I don't think that was Ashley, though. Was that Ashley?
No, that's not Ashley.
It wasn't
Ashley.
Sorry,
I didn't see who's
Ashley was before.
Yeah, I missed that. Can we go back to that so we can give the credit where the credit?
It's Bernie and DMJ1.
He's the one that called.
Bernie called, not Ashley. Okay, sorry about that.
So were they telling him that he should have ordered earlier?
Well, sure, but people next week are going to be getting there. So that means people that ordered the day of, you might get yours
be on the lookout.
Oh, this is exciting.
We got Ethan in the chat saying my pint took 3 to 4 days.
Yep, pint. He just got a Pint X, first one.
Well done.
Yes,
Jimmy
Ethan.
Veras says my buddy got the accessories mailed.
Yep, accessories have been mailed.
Come on, this is good.
Things
good
are
news.
moving. I think that's good news.
I would think by next week, if I'm not betting, but I'm saying next week somebody will have one in the wild.
So
we do know, and we have been confirmed that there are 3 GTs now made. I don't know if you've watched any of the other YouTubers out there in the world.
Was there just one before?
No, there were only 2. Now there's 3.
So now there's 3.
There's 3 made.
This is exciting.
That's exciting news.
Does the GT have pushback?
Well, that's an interesting question. Let's talk about pushback. Holly, what do you know about pushback?
I've only experienced pushback twice.
Honestly,
but I still ride a Onewheel Plus. I don't even ride the pints or
No, you have an XR now. You've just never rode said XR.
It's been snowy.
Oh, excuses. It's like armpits. We all have 2, and they stink. Okay, Lily,
gosh.
what do you know about pushback?
Pushback is dangerous.
Why?
Because
No, come on. For somebody that's brand new here.
I wasn't done. If you push
For
through
sure,
the
respect
pushback,
it.
you're probably gonna fall and hurt yourself. Don't do that.
Pushback is we'll use these little models here that we have.
Yes.
This is a mini Onewheel kit that we've given away plenty of times. They're awesome.
They're super fun.
Okay, so that's the pint, and this is the XR. We use the XR because it's bigger. Okay, XR. Pushback is your riding level, and when you go too fast, it tips the front up. When the front gets tipped up, it's telling you slow down. You're asking for too much power the battery cannot give. A lot of people continue to push it through, and when you do that, the battery says there's no more. You've exhausted all energy and shuts the thing off, which then this stops, catapulting said rider off into the air.
And it catapults, that's for sure.
Oh, it does. Like, let's just...
How do you run it out? Like...
It's luck if you run it out. We want to. Okay, we film a lot of our rides. Kristen, she moved back from Florida. She was one of the racers with us. Here's Kristen. She was a noob and quickly became faster than most of us as long as it was a straight ride. If it started to get carvy and stuff, she couldn't handle the speeds in the carves, but she could race straight. And so we were racing last winter on open roads, and Kristen was just hammering the pint. I could see that the pint, we'll use the pint again, she was like this going down the road, and I was like, oh my gosh, you can go watch the video. But here we go. Let's just roll the footage. You're going to see her eat pavement, like just gnarly.
Kristen, are you okay?
Okay, this is Joey setting it up. This is Kristen after the crash. Like, I know you can't hear it and stuff. Lily's back there. I'm coming in going, what happened? Joey's saying she took a gnarly fall, and then here's said fall. Boom, she tried to outride it.
So it's not good.
She's sobbing her little eyes out.
That was hard to watch.
That's hard to watch. Now, there is some benefit to be riding in winter because we wear so much cold gear.
Yeah, her hands were protected.
Yeah, so then you don't need to like wear as much protective gear. But she rode through pushback, and that's just what happens when you don't respect pushback. It's just you're kicked off. We have another one. This one's in grass, and she is in his. To get pushback in the grass is so much more enjoyable to get kicked off. Okay, so
enjoyable is an interesting word that you're using.
More enjoyable than pavement.
Yes, it is more bearable.
Bearable, she says.
Enjoyable. Pushback falling is never enjoyable. Like enjoyable.
That's why you got
the payoff though in any pushback. As long as you're filming it, the payoff is you hopefully got it on video, and it's like okay, it's all worth it. Like think about the fall that you got in the trails.
The trails.
If you had just fallen and didn't have it on film. Not nearly as cool. She's about to show off her leg. They can't see that, Lily.
They can't see.
Oh, they can, kind of. Like
they
barely.
Can't see it.
Yes, that is what our legs look like in the winter.
Oh, she's getting up on the stool.
Oh, my gosh.
Here we go.
Are you kidding me right now? This is
dear.
Lily, it's no higher than it was a second ago.
True story.
That's where your knee was. Like,
Look
seriously.
at that scar.
Yeah,
that is
she
a
took a
scar.
serious
It's
fall.
a frown.
It is a frown.
That's all we get. That's
but
all we
that
got,
wasn't
folks.
really pushback. That was
No,
trail
but that's
riding.
the product of falling.
Yeah, on a
It's
Onewheel.
a good story. It's the best fall we have around here that like put somebody in the hospital kind of side of things. Anyways,
What were we talking about?
Kristen was the queen of not respecting pushback. And she
was fearless.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is her riding again, so fearless, riding in the grass. I'm chasing her. We're doing a foxtail race, which means we put a foxtail on the back of him. Let's rewind that one more time.
That's a hard fall too, though. Did you see her? Watch her neck. Watch her neck.
Watch it again. Like this is. I'm yelling at her. She's going too much. Boom, battery cuts out and it's out.
Her neck just kills me there. That just is.
She straight scorpioned. Let's run that again.
She got up so
quick.
Hit it
again.
She got up so quick. That's amazing.
It's like these falls you cannot stop watching. Just hit it again.
Didn't you do a segment one time of all the fails?
Oh, yeah, we
fails?
have so many.
Yeah.
But she gets right up because the grass is soft. It was right at the beginning of fall. But you do get, the adrenaline rush you got. How many of you have fallen? Put it in the chat here. If you're just logging in, man, or brand new around, my name is Scott Mendenhall. I'm joined with Lily over to my left. She is...
What up?
One of the mainstays in the races. We are joined with my beloved wife.
Hey.
On the other side of the room. She's
not a racer.
Holly Mendenhall.
She is not a racer. She has aspirations to race. Subscribe to our channel.
To just ride.
No. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You won't be disappointed. Turn on the bell notification so that you do know when we drop comments or videos. And today we're giving away a rail guard of your choice for Pint or XR or GT. If you win, you get it. You just got to be in the live chat as we're live right now. Talk away, and we're going to pick a name at the end of this day. So we are so stoked to have you here. Nosedives are gnarly. I had a fall the other day.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Now,
are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just rethinking.
He's like reliving, and it was rough.
Oh, no.
I am still sore from it. Like we were filming our Sunday's race.
Falling is not fun. It's not enjoyable.
No, especially when
you don't
fall.
fall a lot either.
No.
Nah, it's just like, but we also don't ride. It wasn't a normal ride of a one wheel deal. We'll give you a clip of it since we're on the fall category, so it's not just poor Kristen, and we're not looking for poor Scott, but we'll give you context of this video later on. But here is my fall yesterday, not even 24 hours ago. Here is me right there. I slip, a tennis ball stops my wheel, and then I'm trying to run it out sideways. Oh, is he gonna do it?
Down.
No.
I love this slow-mo. That's amazing.
And everyone around was like,
no one knew what to do. We were all like, did the world just stop?
Yeah, why
Scott
was
just
that?
fell. Scott just fell.
Because you're just like the winner.
Scott just fell down.
Scott's like, Scott fell. The world.
Look at all the kids. Look at all their faces.
Look at Lily. Lillian's not even running at me. Joey's celebrating over there. No one's moving my direction.
How are we going to help you? Look at me running to you. I start running.
No, somebody could have rescued me.
You.
Like,
no one's going to rescue.
I don't know what child is there in the orange hat. He could have dove, and I could have landed on him, and it would have been fine. That's inspired. Or is that greatness?
You wanted him to dive?
He's just watching.
Who was that? What one of it?
Inspire.
This is the best
Spy.
show I've ever
Inspire.
seen.
Spy, my son, bro. You could have saved my aching body. You're just sitting there. I think he's chewing on his thumb.
Scott,
and then we got Legend, who's in the stocking cap with the yellow.
You gotta play it one more time. Watch Joey. He doesn't even see you.
Joey's clueless. Legend watches the whole thing. He could have come and caught me.
Joey's just
Great.
celebrating.
All of them. Every one of you suck.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Reef Dude said he noticed you saved the camera. So nice job saving the camera.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth on when we film, we have the cameras in our hands, and so we don't have that hand to put it down.
I just you tried so hard.
You were trying. I thought you had it.
And then it was just like
to go on my. I wasn't even running straight.
This isn't happening.
That video drops on Sunday. And we have a special announcement towards the end that we're going to let you guys in on. That will be we're launching something, something with. We're just super stoked on it.
Everyone's laughing.
Everyone is dying.
Somebody always asks us when we show these. Have you ever tried fangs? No, I've never tried fangs. Lily hasn't. Holly for sure has not.
No.
No one's ever tried to send them to us. So if we got them sent to us, we would totally do it. I don't know how much they weigh. I've never tried them. That fangs would have not saved what happened. The tennis ball was being shot at us.
Oh my god!
Can you see that? Can we play that again? Because we're looking at the fall. Hit that video one more time, and you're gonna just see if you can get the concept of what's happening here. We have my children with these cannons shooting tennis balls. See that to the very left in the pink? She's launching tennis balls at us. In the tennis ball, hit it again. Go back one more time. Just start it over. See the cannon. The tennis ball is going to shoot out. I don't know where you're shooting, but you're going over the head. Thank you for not hitting me. But, yeah, tennis balls and Onewheels don't mix.
Someone said...
Yeah.
So was it the tennis ball that made you fall?
No, he slipped on the wood. You'll see it in slow-mo on a different angle in the video. It's very obvious.
Let's get back to the GT conversation really quick because, I don't know. There's been more and more videos dropping that get us stoked on it. And should we tell them our conversation with Onewheel?
Sure.
We should, or should we wait till we have more
information? You're teasing a little.
I am teasing a little bit.
I know, but I think you need more details.
We need more details.
You do like to put that out there a little bit.
Spicy,
sprinkle of teas.
Sprinkle a little spice on flavs, little flavs. Okay, but we're in talks with Onewheel about something.
Okay.
Is that should we leave it there?
You can leave
Holly,
it there.
you're on the screen just staring.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
Okay. Nonetheless,
I just leave it there. No more.
There have been some YouTubers that are going out and filming with the GT in mind. A Talon is SEI. Maybe a lot of you know who he is. But he just dropped a video yesterday of his riding experience in the desert this past weekend. Here is just some footage of it. You should go follow him. It's such a good review. He does something along van life, I think, as well, because he's talking a lot about living in his van. But here is the GT in the wild. They flew it in a crate. It's pretty cool. They talk about the tire makeup and how it's a hybrid between the pint and the XR, which that confirms what we talked about last week about the tire being a perfect married match of it's the child of an XR tire, the Vega, and the tire of a pint. They also talked about how Onewheel is making these tires. Like, they make them in-house, which I think is super cool that they're making their own tires. I just think they talk about the love hump on there. They just break it all down in such
What is the love hump?
You don't know what the love hump is?
No, it's the first I've heard of that.
What?
Mm-hmm. Holly, what's a love hump?
I don't even know what the fangs are.
Read the chat. Tell people what the fangs are. The fangs are wheels. So again, using the Onewheels, the fangs go on the front part, like right down by the lights where your handle is. You attach them. They're small little wheels so that if you nosedive,
like training wheels,
you can ride it out. It's not training wheels. It's wheels so that if you nosedive, it's like less friction. Potentially, you could run it out or ride it out a little bit more. That's what the concept of it is.
People are upset that you didn't tell them what you were talking about earlier.
Because you sprinkled.
I spiced it up.
What's a love hump?
No, you can't leave it there.
Like I'm on the outs.
You can't leave it there.
What is a love hump?
Okay, the love hump. I don't have a footpad in here. If I did, okay. It is. What?
Is this about you? They think maybe you work for Onewheel?
I do not.
Or who works for Onewheel?
I do not work for Onewheel.
They're all wanting you to share.
Guys, what's a love hump?
Okay, the love hump. I keep getting distracted here. The love hump on the GT, it's on the footpad, and it's a bubble, if I can, a little up, like an arch system on your footpad that's supposed to make foot fatigue a little bit less, is to keep your feet hugged in there real nice.
That's gonna be on the GT.
That automatically comes.
Can we?
Right?
What's that?
That's standard on the GT, right?
You have to order it like that. Lily, look it up. Just go to onewheel.com and read the description of it. Then you'll be able to really know what the love hump is. You can choose a couple different options of foot pads on your GT, which is so cool. And they talk about in that YouTube video we just showed you, they talk about the creation of the love hump was Laser and Kyle in the parking lot, and they dreamed it up, which I just like hearing how those things happen. Okay, speaking of other YouTubers out in the world, we're just giving some love to other YouTubers today. Go check out Talon. We don't know him at all. We just saw he dropped the Onewheel footage this week. And then you have the Florida Float Brothers.
Oh my gosh, these guys.
They dropped a video that was hilarious. They share you how to do it. You just see this footage here. They tried to stack Onewheels on top of each other and then tried to ride said things. Look at the contraption.
It's so genius.
Can
you even believe
Look,
this?
there's the fangs. They have the fangs. Yeah. There you go. There's the fangs. Oh, ghosting.
What?
Okay, so this is one of the Float Brothers. They're hilarious guys down in Florida. There it is. They're introducing Tim. Go check it out. You can go to Florida Float Brothers on YouTube or on Instagram and check this thing out. I did say to Lily after we watched this, you can come back to us. I said, Lil, what would you think about racing with those?
Racing on a stacked Onewheel?
Yeah.
I would do it because that's
I'm
what
down.
we were doing.
Holly, you're not
Holly
down.
says, I'm down. I would do it. You guys, I would be so careful. I would be like, I don't want to do this.
Okay, did you find anything about the love hump?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
But
go to accessories.
their advertising on onewheel.com
Yeah.
is just butter.
Go
It's so
to-
good. Oh, this is an added thing?
Go to the accessories.
add
Go to
this?
GT. Top. The darkest part on there. You're a hot
I'm
mess.
at
I'm
the
watching
GT.
her steer, and it's not so good
I'm
right
at
now.
the GT.
That's a broken bone. Some
GT
Ethan says that's a
footpads,
broken
yeah.
bone for sure. Flow Brothers are crazy, hilarious. We enjoy watching their stuff. They're an up and coming YouTuber. You should go subscribe to them if you have not already. Make sure you subscribe here first.
That's right.
Turn on the button. No, it doesn't matter. Go subscribe to them. It'd be awesome if you, dude. The love hump is a tail kick with a raised center for better arch support. There you go. Thank you, Thomas Miller, for helping us out. Lily's trying to look it up. She's still struggling. Lily, it's right there. I just saw it. Go down, over to your right. Click
That says GT rear foot pad
Okay. Now select. Go select up there.
with love hump.
There you go. You can see it.
Hey guys, love hump is one word, just in case anyone
yeah,
wondered.
Thomas Miller wrote it like that in there.
Love
Dude,
hump.
read it.
The
Read the
GT
description. Here's
love-
Lily reading the description.
The GT Love Hump foot pad is a game changer. This back foot pad is the premier off-road and long-distance one-wheel foot pad designed with a midsole arch to offer supreme comfort and control. One of these under your back foot will change the way you ride, giving you more control on toe and heel side carves. Step up your game. Change your life with the Love Hump foot pad.
Boom. There you go. Thank you, Lily, that's straight from Onewheel. Somebody did say in here you should go
I
follow
see it
Onewheel on
now.
YouTube as well. You should. They drop all of the current information,
That's
and
smart.
they just were in the desert filming. I'm taking that from Talon's video that they were there, so I'm sure they're going to drop something pretty rad
It'll
there.
probably be great.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Let's ask this question. Now that we're talking about all these other YouTubers, and we're a YouTuber, we're a small YouTube channel. We have fought and scraped and clawed to get over 10,000 subscribers over a few years, and thank you, and we're grateful for everyone that's ever subscribed to it. But, the battle is real, and sometimes you get lost in comparing yourself to all these other YouTubers, like, oh man, why'd their video get said more videos? Or you listen to all the naysayers that would trash you and go, oh, you're too loud. You, Joey and Lily, you guys, and they just make fun of you, and so you start comparing yourself. We call it the comparison trap around here. What's the danger in, Holly, comparing yourself to others? What happens?
Well, you're always going to look at somebody else and think they've got something else and not be truly happy with who you are.
Okay. Now, what's the danger, Lily, in comparing yourself to others?
Well, similar to what Holly just said, I just think that you're not living the life that you were given and you're hoping for something that you might not ever get. And that's just like you're longing for something that won't ever come.
Okay, there was a Super Bowl commercial that really alluded to this. It was the Joneses. And there was one Jones that showed up with a truck, another Jones showed up with a truck, and then another Jones showed up with the truck, and then Jonas showed up with a truck.
Jonas?
Yeah.
A Jonas brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's keeping up with the Joneses. Nonetheless, it was a joke. But nonetheless, the idea is like comparison trap is I'm just trying to compare with somebody else. And it's a trap because it seems so right. That's how I'm going to decide my success and failures. Am I doing better than somebody else? Which then makes you live in the land of better, right? The land of the ER part. As long as I'm better than somebody else, I feel really good. If I can't find somebody that's better that I'm better of, then I'm going to feel miserable until I find somebody. So I'm going to look around to find somebody that I'm better. I could be faster, wealthier, smarter, better looking. But you get it right. You're always looking for someone. As long as you have more than somebody else, you feel real good about yourself. But the problem is that's not the best version of you. You're just trying to be better than someone else. And the danger in that is that you never become who you were created to be. Do we want to grow on YouTube? For sure. Do we want to reach more people? For sure. Yeah, we're doing this because we want to spread the stoke about life. We love Onewheels and the community that we're a part of and getting to share everybody's stories. And right now with the GT stuff, it's so much fun to talk about and getting to connect with all of you guys that are sitting here, like Thomas Kennedy. I love seeing that name. Nelson Dean Bush is somebody we see so many times drop comments for us. We just love reading all the comments. We really do. We just are looking to connect with people, and if we can grow our YouTube channel as we do that, wonderful. But we're not comparing ourselves to like the king or the godfather of YouTube, like Casey Neistat. That dude, amazing.
Do people call him the godfather of YouTube?
I don't know. I do.
That's
cool. The dude's legit.
Yeah,
Peter
legit.
McKinnon, another one.
Yeah.
Like that dude's got millions of subscribers, and it's like we could compare ourselves to that, and then we just trying to do what they're already doing. Not trying to be the best versions of us. We're trying to be Scot, Mendenhall, and friends, and trying to do those and be the best version of us, and not live in the land of How do you stop living in the land of Holly? To like where you stop trying to be better than somebody else. What's one way to stop?
Well, I think you've got to be happy with who you are. You've got to know that you have a purpose, and that who you are and what you bring to your world around you, to your family, to friends around you, is worth something.
That's good.
Okay, I think it's real dudes. Don't worry about others. Be the best you can be. That's
good.
How about you, Lil? What's another step that people can take to get out of the land of
I would say to start living in the moment and start thinking about what you're doing, like even if it's something mundane, and start trying to find joy in those small things. And then as you practice that, I think it will just become more simple to walk like the path you've been given and try not to be on someone else's path. So be present.
Yeah, I think you got to have a rail guard, some kind of system that says, I've just entered into the land of When you start looking, am I better than somebody else, to make yourself feel worth? That's dangerous. Like, because especially if you use social media to do that, because you're only looking at somebody's best on YouTube. Most people aren't posting, I'm having a rough time. What we tend to do is when we're having a rough time, we post previous events, so that while we're in that meantime of dealing with the crap in life, we don't really have any highlights. So we'll just post past highlights, which then if I'm looking to compare myself to somebody, I'm not posting, or I'm not measuring against somebody's worst case. I'm measuring my worst case against their best case, and it just creates this mental struggle that's not how we're designed to be. You're never to compete with other people in being the best you. Always compete when it's a like a foot race or like a one-wheel race, right? Like, I'm not trying to be uncompetitive, but I'm not trying to compete in being the best me against Lily or Joey or my wife. It's not a competition, because I am uniquely created, and every one of you in this chat, like in watching, wherever you're watching throughout the week, you're uniquely created. So be the best version of you can be. The world doesn't need 2 Michael Jordans. However, that'd be amazing to have on a basketball team, but we're not after 2 Michael Jordans in the world. We're after one great Michael Jordan, or maybe make it a little bit more relevant, one LeBron James. It just depends when you grew up, I guess. But be you. Don't be somebody else. I don't know if that helps you at all. I really love that you can customize your Onewheels and stuff, because you get to put a bit of personality in it. My Onewheel doesn't have to look like everybody else's, and I like that vibe. So if that's the case for me, in my Onewheel, why would I want to look like everybody else? Or be like everybody else, or run a YouTube channel like everybody else, or do a job like everybody else. Be you. Be you. Don't live in the land of and don't compare yourself to other. Comparison only traps you, and it makes you feel inadequate. Okay, that's the side note, since we were talking about other YouTubers and things like that. All right, we've talked about a lot so far. So if you're just tuning in late, we've talked about and covered GT. Shipping dates have been moved. It seems like everyone has confirmed for the most part. It's been 7 days added to previous dates. Next week seems like the first ones should be shipping, which is pretty rad to see. Accessories for GTs have already shipped. We talked about other YouTubers that have already posted videos where they've gotten to ride the GTs. Go check out their posts. You'll learn a lot. Talked about the danger of pushback. You should obviously pay attention to pushback. One of the next topics for us to cover is maybe some of you have kids and you're like, well, how old or how do you get little kids to ride when they're so light? That's Holly's here today to shed some light on. Holly, how old do you think, or how young is too young for a child to ride a Onewheel?
I think.
Wait. We should give some context.
Give some context.
Because if you don't know, if you don't follow us, we have lovely children.
We have a lot of lovely children.
Yeah, did I just say one?
A lot.
Or you just?
I thought you
just
said we have
lovely.
lovely children.
We do. We have lovely.
Yeah.
That's more than one. We have 8 children.
8.
They're all of ours.
8
like we always get asked
children.
that. Like, are you guys separate? Like two were you divorced
families.
and came together and had
Him, hers, ours. Nope. All of ours.
all of ours. My wife,
They're fun.
she loves me. And,
We've been married. It's going to be 21 years.
Yes, our favorite number.
Yes, that's true.
It is.
That's true.
We don't have a song, but we have a number. Just thought of that, babe. The other night I asked her, babe, do we have a song, like a song?
Like our couple song.
Yeah, a
like
couple
the one
song.
every time you hear it on the radio, your heart just...
Aww.
So at 20 years, we're having the conversation. Most people pick this at dating level, but no. 20 years in, we're going, hey, we got a song. And,
So you're going to pick a song then?
she was like, yeah, sure. What song do you think it is? In that moment, I knew we didn't have a song, and we were about to have a conversation about what song it should be. She goes, I think it should be the song we danced with at our wedding. And I was like, you do? And I was like,
You're
I
not
know
telling the
song,
whole story right.
But the song is like Louis Armstrong song, and what is it?
What a wonderful world.
Yeah, what a wonderful world.
You
That's
and
not
I.
really a love song.
You and I, what a wonderful
no,
world.
it's not. Thank you, Lily. It's like
But I get what she's saying. She's saying like it's just the two
No,
of you. What a
okay,
wonderful
no,
world.
but
If you
she
ha-
walked down.
Hold up.
We
Thought for
walked
you.
down. Not we, but our party walked
He's not
down with
gonna let you.
"Kiss Me."
Our party. Not
That
me.
seems like a good song because it's like "Kiss Me"
It
from
is.
Sixpence None the Richer. That's like
It
a
was
good
great. It was perfect. It's a great song. I love that song. I think of our wedding every time I hear that song. Although
Song. And
you
that
don't
should
hear
be
it
our
too
song.
much.
No one
Great.
thinks
Stamped. Kiss Me. Our song.
Are you asking me to come kiss you right now? or-
Sure.
Okay. So
They don't want to see that.
nonetheless, you guys probably didn't want to hear all that information.
We
but
have 8 kids.
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. We have 8 children. And they're amazing. They're phenomenal. Our oldest is 14 years old, and he's on the switcher today. And
Yeah.
then we have a bunch that go down from there to our youngest, which he is 2.
Yep.
Revolution is his name. And we get these kids on Onewheels pretty early on. So what do you think the youngest? What's a good age?
I mean, I'm looking. We have a 4-year-old as well. Last year in the summer, he was 3, and he could do it. He
was
needed
on
a little. What's that?
Yeah, he was on it.
He was
like,
on it.
"My
He
Wendy-o."
needed a little stability because he couldn't always keep it activated, but he could do it. So I have full confidence this summer he'll be able to do it. So I think someone earlier actually said their 4-year-old rides.
4-year-old, yeah, I saw that.
Kids
yeah.
they're like bouncy balls. They'll fall off. They'll get right back up
They'll
a whole
bounce
lot
back.
faster than you
Best
did.
time to learn.
Smack a helmet on them and just let them go. Some people ask, how do I get my kid if they're too light? We've done on the foot pads on the front, we've put 2 felt pads like you would put on the bottom of a chair so it wouldn't scratch the floor. We put felt pads there to help the pressure to get a little bit stronger so they stay active. That's on the XRs a little bit more than the pints, but we've done that as well just to help them. We make sure that their shoes are flat shoes. We buy them a pair of Vans. Nikes for little kids are not usually very good.
I was going to say some of our older ones have had to kind of figure out. Sometimes the Vans work great for them. Most, our little ones, the Vans work great and kind of keep that stability. Some of the older ones, when their feet are changing, have had to figure out what shoes work the best. So I think for the most part, most of our kids wear the Vans. But a couple of them, I think, wear their Nike tennis shoes.
Right, and we could pull footage of our kids eating it on pavement and stuff because their shoes. Epic had a struggle for a season on what shoes to wear. It was just that, and
Just
we
have to
again
figure it out.
our. I think with 8 kids, you kind of get like it's a little bit of survival of the fittest. It's like you can't manage everything, and so it's like don't be dumb.
Well, there's a little bit of like, hey, you get up and you go, or you don't ride it. Got to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, so we help them with the shoes, felt pads, and then helmet them up and let them get going. And we start them in the grass. It's a little bit harder to ride for balance purposes, but the falls are less.
Safer.
There's not as much scraped knees and crying and Band-Aids and all those things. So we let them hold on to things in the grass, like holding on a tree
Like
to start.
Or a picnic table.
Picnic table we have. We just use things for them to really get used to. And then they're just... Like at some point, you don't even know when it happens. It's like when a kid gets the understanding and the concept of riding a bicycle, they just like, you let go and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what I did or they did. They're just riding. That's what happens on Onewheels. They just start riding. Yeah. We do keep the settings lower on the
younger
pints or the XRs for them so the top speeds aren't as crazy. And the last thing that we've done that really helps all of them, especially on pints, is we lower the PSI really low. It makes it more stable for them as they're trying to learn how to balance. And then as they're getting older, we pump it up because as now Legend being 14 years old, he's heavier and a deflated tire slows down his pints. So we got to pump it back up so it's strong for him so he can keep the speed going. And so those are the things that we've done that works for us because we really want all of our kids riding. We have a video where, man, I don't know, when the pints first came out, Onewheel was so gracious to hook us up or help us out with getting 6 pints for Christmas. It was such a wild expectation, or not an expectation, but wild thing happening. Here's footage of us racing a couple Christmases ago. That's epic riding. That's Icon back there in the pink with Lily. We're racing over a small,
Epic is flying.
Actually a large hill up there in Duluth. That is Lake Superior, one of the Great Lakes of the United States. There's just a lot of people riding Onewheels, little kids riding. We're helping a friend in the middle of the pink, Aurora, the helmet there, trying to teach her how to ride. We love being able to do those things. We want to ride as a family. Now, some people are asking about our family, Hal. They're asking, how many twins out of the 8, how many twins did
0.
you push out?
All single babes.
All single babies. 8 times that woman was pregnant. Whew!
True story.
Let's
Amazing
just applaud
woman.
that right there. Holy cow.
So many claps today. I love it.
Yeah, you got to applaud. You just really do. So that is our thoughts with riding kids. We can teach you a lot of things like we've learned with our kids riding.
I was going to say one more tip. You mentioned the grass, like having them start in the grass. I watched that, like I myself, when I first started riding the Onewheel, learned on the pavement and felt like I got it, fairly quickly, but I had a really hard time turning. When I watched the kids do it and they started in the grass, it really helps them with that toe side, backside, like that feeling. It has taken me forever to learn that. So I think the grass definitely helps with that wobble of figuring that out.
Good call, Hal. Good call. And so hopefully that helps you. Other people ask, well, like what other safety gear do you do for your kids besides them riding on grass and helmets? And we get a lot of flack. People push back on that a little bit, and I'm not offended if somebody puts their child in bubble wrap and let them go down the street on things. It just this is what we've chosen, and
helmets for sure.
Yeah, helmets, and there's not.
We try to teach him to ride smart, like be aware of what's out in front of him, not just looking what is right next to them, or be aware of any other riders out there in front of them, things like that.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps a lot of you out there with young kids, especially as springtime coming for so many of you want to get yours out riding. Any of those, pick up an old Plus, put felt pads on there, and they'll love riding that thing. It'll be very stable for them. I know that's a heavier device than the pint, but get them out there riding. We want to see that kind of stuff. We do want to say to anyone that might be watching that, because it's the internet, so you can be watching anywhere, if that's involved or have family members involved in the Ukraine situation or Russia situation, man, just our hearts go out. We love humans, and anytime humans are being hurt or mistreated or taken advantage of, breaks our heart. And so know that on Sundays we have a whole nother channel where we spend a great deal of time on topics and teach really, really big concepts. And so if you want more information or more thoughts on that, man, you can tune into that channel on Sundays as well. And that's Unlock Church YouTube channel, since we're posting so many things about YouTube channel. And you can hear some of those thoughts, and we give a moment of prayer for those that are involved in that. But our hearts do go out to everybody. That's a sad situation. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to have like a 10-second moment of silence here to let everybody just, if you're a good vibe kind of person, you just want to send good vibes out to them, think positive thoughts for. Or if you are a person that prays, this is a great time to pray for those that are doing good on the ground, those that are feeding those that don't have food, and just good vibes that they won't run out of food. Pray that they would have miracles of like food never ending so they could keep helping those that are in need over there. So let's just take like 5-10 seconds of awkward silence on YouTube if we could. Okay. Now let's get to something pretty cool that we're excited about here. That hopefully a lot of you will help us spread the word on it. We're pretty stoked about this actually. We have an app.
We got an app.
No applause for that. But we do. We have an app.
We do.
We have an app.
Exciting stuff.
Okay. This is like a preview to Sunday. We're going to really talk about it and stuff. But because you guys are here, we thought and you keep coming back on Wednesdays and watching and listening, we're going to drop it here first with you. You can go to an app store now. Sadly, I know it's just the way it worked for us. It's only for an iPhone, iPad
At
deal.
the moment.
At the
Apple,
moment.
yeah.
iOS devices.
That's just the way it goes. Well, you can go to the App Store and type in Scot's Adventure Racing.
Yes.
That's our app.
And we legitimately raced Onewheels, guys. These little guys are on
Okay,
Onewheels.
we actually have footage of it, Lil.
Yay!
So here we go. This is the footage of the gameplay. You'll have to download it. It's meant to be old school,
They're looking
like
for it right now.
pay-per-view.
Little distracted.
Not pay-per-view, paper boy.
We can't see you at the moment.
It is totally
There
like
you
that.
Okay, paper boy graphics. So that's the idea of it. And so we are pretty stoked to give you Scot's Adventure Racing app. You're going to love it. You can race Lily, me, or Joey. You can punch us and knock us down. Joey accuses me in the app of cheating.
No.
Lily says he does.
What?
It's all... Oh, they're saying we don't have the footage. They can't find it. It's in there.
I didn't see it in there earlier.
Oh, I thought I put it in
But
there.
seriously,
So
go
download
search
it.
Scott's
super
Adventure
fun.
Racing.
Yeah, it is. It is out of this world. Well, I mean, like
Dean Bush says downloaded. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Nice, Dean. Nice.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
so I'm gonna just since we didn't load it up, let us put it on here.
Oh, and you're
Listen
gonna
to the
play it?
vintage music.
That's amazing.
I think that's awesome.
It is.
Okay, and then Lily was trying to show you. Lil, why don't you go close up there with yours, and she'll show you that you can. Okay, there it is. Now punch us. So right here, you can just spend all day punching. Then hit play. She's going to hit play for you. She's going to try to keep it together so it doesn't get all blurry. Once you hit play, you see where it says, you can't really read that yet.
It's a
She's trying to focus it. This is lame. This is totally bad.
There we go. You got
Oh, we went black.
Oh.
Okay, we're trying our best. Nonetheless, you can select, and it's a lot of fun to select your player, then race through. Sunday, what we decided to do for our race is to turn the video game into live adventures. And in the game, you have
boy.
squirrels that are shooting you with nuts while riding. You also have bridges. You have to go over creeks. You have to avoid the rocks. You have to charge your battery as you're going down. It's so much fun. And our kids have played it. They're trying to get so good at it. It was once believed you couldn't do the game without hitting a squirrel or a squirrel nut. That is not true. You can avoid them. You just have to be good. And so the fall that you saw me, that was us reenacting the squirrel race of Scot's Adventure Racing app. So download it. You're going to love it. Okay. And then the last piece of information, this is where you get a chance to win $2,000. Somebody said earlier, I can't remember, it's in the chat. They suggested when we were talking about YouTube and growing, you should give away Onewheels. How many Onewheels? Like, we've given away brand new pints.
We've given away 3, 4 Onewheels.
So we've
Something
done
like that. We've done there.
We've not done it in hopes to grow. It's just helping us tell a story. Like, we'd rather people watch our videos and contents, like when we've raced all the Great Lakes in 24 hours on our Onewheels. That was so much fun.
So fun.
We went out to Mount Rushmore, and we did a bunch of stops. We had 9 races to do in 36 hours. And we just wanted people to watch the adventure because we just love being able to share our adventures with you. So thank you for watching those things. But this is Get the Loot. Okay, we have an image for you here. Here it is. Scott Mendenhall and Friends presents Last One-Wheeler Standing. Gets all the loot.
What does one-wheeler mean?
Okay, Lily and I have a creative
one-wheeler.
difference here, Holly, and you can help us, and those that are in the chat, you can help us with the final design of that. Do you like the ER, or should it be the last one wheel standing gets the loot? What do you think? Drop the ER, Hal?
No, I think you keep the ER.
Why?
Because it's the actual rider is the one.
But do you like it lowercase, or should we make it big?
No, I like the look of that because it stands out. So it's different. Like, I mean, all that's coming with that, it makes you think, what is the one-wheeler? Well, the rider. I think it's great.
Okay. Lil, you get to come back with a thought here.
Still don't love it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to talk to people in the chat.
Why?
Because I just feel like it looks odd.
Ooh.
I don't know.
But that's
all I got, though.
That's the idea, is you try to make it stand out.
Yeah, it does stand out. And it's very exciting.
Well, do you call yourself as a rider a one-wheel or a one-wheeler?
No, I'm a one-wheeler.
Right.
I'm a one-wheel rider. So you could put last one-wheel rider standing.
That's in too many words, I felt.
Too much words? Okay.
Okay, so leave a comment in the chat what you think. And we'll take it into consideration.
Better than being called a unicycler.
True.
Best comment of the day.
So true.
Okay,
so here's the concept. Let's give them a little bit of the concept here. Okay, the concept is this. On some day in April, location is not being disclosed at the moment, and nor are all rules, but here's the idea. When we say go, you have all day to be on your one wheel. You have to ride a course. Like, we'll send all the riders off in a direction. You have 1 hour to complete said course. If you fall off in that hour, you're done. No chances of winning the loot. If you get back before an hour, you can charge your one wheel. You can take a break. You can charge up your one wheel. So let's say the route at a cruising speed of like 12 to 15 miles an hour takes you 45 minutes. And you want to push it and do that in, let's say, 30 minutes. Well, you have 30 minutes to charge your battery, but you have to figure out, is that enough time to keep my battery going for the next hour? Because the next hour, you're going to have to do 4 loops in a trail system. You have 4 loops to do inside an hour. Get that done, charge up your one wheel. It will be the last one-wheeler standing. And you get to play the game of, well, I'm riding a pint, so I've got to make sure I'm charging this, and I need a hypercharger because it'll charge a lot faster. I have a GT. I might be able to make it longer, but a GT just stock charger takes like 3 hours to charge it up. So if you don't know, this is going to be a fun game. And so Scott Mendenhall and Friends presents, meaning we're going to just put loot in a pot, and whoever's the last one standing, we would love to hear who wants to come and where you're from, and we're going to pick a couple people to come out here and film with us to do this, and it's your chance to earn $2,000.
Woo!
What we're giving away.
Cash. Would love to meet some people,
There's some great thoughts in the chat about this. Mark has a great thought. The last one, like, have it say last one riding, but one be a one wheel. That's sick.
Okay. I like that.
It's going to be awesome.
Now, these rules are still being developed and could change upon arrival. But we're pretty stoked on it. This video will air on Easter morning. So this whole idea, this concept, the last one-wheeler riding, last one-wheeler, what do we call it? Last one-wheeler standing?
Standing.
Yeah, one-wheeler standing will be live on our YouTube channel on Easter morning at 8 a.m. So we're pretty stoked on this. Sick. We again, there's no real reason for us to do this, to be honest with you, outside of we love life, we love people, and we were going to travel somewhere, and I was like, well, let's just take the money and offer it up. We know that we have here already, I don't know, close to 20 people. Mm-hmm. Close to 20 riders.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be my children that are going to try to compete for this. So
they're all like, yeah!
We're like, yeah! Woo!
We're in this.
Okay.
That's right.
Anything else to add today, ladies?
Well, if you are interested in coming out to doing this with us, make sure you keep coming on Wednesdays at 2:30 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. on this channel to find out more details on how to come and race.
Yeah, you can DM us. Like, the best way for you to, like, get your name in here, DM Lily or I, probably me. Let's be honest, Lily and I work together, and Lily, for the most part, manages. She don't run my Instagram account, but when it comes down to these things,
the details.
she's the detail orientated. So if you
Yeah, I
DM me,
make
you're
sure
really
stuff
DMing
gets done,
both of
you know?
us. What'd you say?
I said I make sure stuff gets done. Holly and I, we tag team it. It's
Here's how
it's a
it
good
works
way
around
to
here.
do
If you want a little behind the scenes, I'm
Oh.
definitely the creative engine. So is that fair to say?
Sometimes I put gas in that engine.
You
though.
do, and so does Holly. That's no sometimes I check my own calendar too. It's okay.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to break it down so people to make sense. Don't be
I
offended.
love it. I love it.
Okay, so I'm the creative engine. Lily is the this is gonna be. She's
gonna
the
be good.
idiot lights that go off. She's like, hey,
I'm
hold on,
like,
did
hello?
did we mail that?
Holly was like about to be so offended for
Yeah,
me.
I knew it. Like, but Lily's like, hey, you said we're gonna give that away? Did we mail that? Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, you said we got this race coming up. Have we planned said race yet? Oh no. So she's like on like, hey, idiot to me, like, hey, Scott, idiot. She don't say it like this, but like, hey, are we taking care of all of these things? Then there's Holly. She's the oil that keeps the whole system running without overheating. Okay,
That's hilarious.
She keeps us going in the
amazing, Holly,
idea
your
of
oil.
like, I think it's too much. I don't know. Can we do that? But then it's just the way it goes. That's the system around here. I don't know if that breaks it down easy enough for all of you to understand how it's done. Does that make sense? You like that? How you got more to add?
No, we work well. It's
good.
good. It's all good. And then you throw 8 kids into the mix of that.
And then it's just always fun.
And
Then-
Joey.
And Joey.
What would Joey? Joey would
We
be.
love Joey.
Joey would be. He's the spark plugs.
What?
Yeah, he's the spark plug. He can't.
All right,
We can't exist without him.
Yeah, you can't start
No,
the engine
Joey's the
without
best.
spark plugs. You need the spark, and that's what Joey. He's the spark around here, this dude.
He's a good
Just
spark.
don't let him get burned.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching. You guys are awesome and amazing. We're about to pick a winner because that's what we do.
What are we giving away? The mini Onewheel kit?
No, we're giving away
rail guards.
Rail guards.
Rail guards.
Rail guards.
All right, I'm
and so
doing
thank
this.
you for everybody that's been in the chat today. We love Wednesdays for this. And then we break them down into bite-sized clips throughout the week so that you guys can share this content with your friends and family to give them understanding what the GT is. Maybe you're an individual and you're like, I want a GT, but your wife is not. Maybe your husband's not all for it. And you're like, I need them to understand what this thing is. You just take those little podcast clips, you share it with them, and then they'll start going, oh, we need to get 2 of those.
Oh, for sure.
Game changer.
That's the outcome of what will happen if you send them the clip.
Lily, it looks like your finger's sitting on a
It is.
name.
I got a name.
Okay. Has this individual won yet?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Is it your name?
No.
Okay, then we can move on.
Can't be.
Okay.
All right, Lily.
Hope you are ready for a new set of rail guards. Thomas Miller.
Thomas
All
Miller. Great show, everyone. He
right.
just said I read it, and you just got picked, Thomas Miller.
You win.
Well
Thomas
done,
Miller.
Thomas Miller.
You just won
All
rail
right,
guards.
We applaud you, Thomas.
Thomas Miller, DM.
We applaud you.
DM Scott or myself to tell us what railguard color you want, and we need your address and stuff too.
And
so
it
just
will be
DM
on
us,
its
okay?
way.
But not
We'll
just
be on its
color. You need to tell us if it's a pint
or
X,
XR.
XR, or
GT.
GT. You know, do they even sell XR guardrails still? That is a fair
me look.
question.
I don't
I'm
know.
not-
That is a fair
I've
question.
not looked to see if they sell the accessories still. That is a fair question. Because if they don't,
They still do, my friends.
there you go. Lily just
Okay.
confirmed it for us. Okay, I want to pick some names next week. I want to share with the world who's coming out here to ride in April for Get the Loot. It's going to be a good time.
So they need a DM if they're interested in doing that.
Yeah, if they're interested, they need to DM us saying, I'm in for a ride to Get the Loot. Last one-wheeler standing. I want in. It's going to
Okay.
be so fun. It's going to be a
Y'all going
concept that I
against-
think we can redo a couple times a year and make it bigger and bigger of outriding other people.
It'll be fun.
And I think people will get creative on how they're going to do it. And we'll bring in a little bit more details of it because I know some people are going to ask, well, can I bring in batteries on top of my batteries and stuff? I don't think we're going to allow those things. We're going to say you got to have the stock.
Of whatever you have? Of
Yeah,
whatever.
the stock. Like you can, we would let the upgraded batteries in there and stuff. You still have to manage that stuff. You still have to charge it to make it through the whole day. And so if you can figure, I think that's what we'll do. But we'll write up all official rules. Okay.
It'll be legit.
It's going to be amazing. All right, everybody, have rest of the week. Can't wait to see a Onewheel GT in the wild soon. It's going to be so rad when that happens. This place will blow up when it happens. So if you get yours before me, DM us your thoughts or if you get it and you want us to highlight you in the show, DM us a video of it. We'll screen record that and we'll post it in here. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It has been an honor to hang with you mid-Wednesday, midweek. It's such a good day to just talk about all things Onewheel and stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Your life will be much better if you are just after being the best version of you possibly can be. And remember, as always, what does love require you to do? Because it always requires you to do something. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you next week.
Ya.
Bye.